Hello and welcome. This is Gigi and this will be a monthly tarot reading for my Aquarius. Hi, my Aquarius. For the month of October 2019. And also, if you'd like to book me for a private reading, my information below the video. You should know that before I record all of my reading, I always meditate and ask Spirit for guidance. Okay? This is a general reading, guys. Keep that in mind. Please like, share, comments below the video how it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, leave it all behind. Okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say for my Aquarius for October 2019. The information on the deck that I'll be using will also be below my video. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say for my Aquarius October 2019. Okay. The High Priestess. Now, whenever I pull this card in my private reading, I always say, this is me. So that means that you have to listen to what I'm saying, important message coming through. But my reading, all the messages are important to those that resonate. Okay, so the High Priestess. Then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Sorry about the sun. And we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Let's put that over here so you can see better. Okay, just the camera. All right, okay. Then the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the World. Okay, so some of you are really working towards really ending a chapter in your life, whether it's a relationship, a partnership, maybe a past career, job, occupation, right? Maybe a location. Maybe some of you are trying to relocate, move to a new area, but there's definitely a need, a desire to make things happen. Okay. The High Priestess here is like, I think that, most of my Aquariuses are really, really connected. Okay. Aquarius receive downloads straight from above, straight from God, straight from the universe. And I think that with Venus in the ninth house right now, you have been receiving clear messages on past mistakes, okay? Because this year has been rough for some of my Aquariuses, or maybe self-oblivious behavior that you were inflicting into yourself that you were not capable to see until something happened. Maybe some of you lost maybe a job, a partnership, someone important. It doesn't have to go through a loss, but Saturn, which is your co-ruler, is in Capricorn, which is the house before you, and that's the house before you. It's called the 12th house, okay, which is the last placement of the soul. Okay, so there's definitely a heavy energy right now that you're feeling, but you are feeling much better in October. There's this really wanting, desiring to really step up, right? You want to do things differently, okay? You have now acquired a certain amount of experience, okay, where you want to focus on your own needs, right? Not just those of your family, your friends, your entourage, but those of yourself, your emotional needs, okay? With the Seven of Cups here, in the right position, it tells me that you have been contemplating a few different options. Okay, it could be in your relationship, but it could be more deeper than that. Like maybe let's say that your family dynamic has been really pressuring you, or you've seen that maybe there's a lot of enemies in some areas of your life, because we all have them. Okay, it really depends where they are. Sometimes they're in our family, sometimes they are at work, sometimes they are not within our network, but they are somewhere. Okay, so now you have maybe a more clear vision of the negative energy that's been maybe pursuing you, right? Or you have been pursuing without knowing that they were self-undoing, or that was inflicting you some type of wounds or some type of really hidden negative karmic bondage, and you're releasing them. Okay, so the Seven of Cups, it's still having some type of fantasy. Okay, so, but my Aquarius, they are fantasies driven, because that's it. They like to really have, they are the star in the tarot, so they have to be connected to a higher force, in order to be stimulated. Just connecting to this world as it is not enough, okay, to stimulate my Aquarius. They need a higher purpose. They need a higher command from the universe. And I think that with the Seven of Cups here, for you, my Aquarius, you're feeling deeply that it is now, like that it's not said, it's not known to others, but it's known to you. Be mindful here, okay? Seven of Cups, it could be also indulging in some type of like addiction, okay, when you're feeling somehow you could be uh, feeling a little lonely. The 12th house is, it's a lonely place. But my Aquarius, sometimes you have such a detached outlook. Maybe now is the time for you to really make sure that you embrace the people around you, those that have been supporting you, those that have been showing you loyalty. The Seven of Cups is like really, you may be indulging sometimes in alcohol or some other type of addiction, but sometimes also it's you having, bringing some type of dreamy vision, okay, or dreamy forecast for yourself. But that's okay if that's what you need in order to keep yourself awake in this world. It's so heavy, right? I can understand that, okay? But the rest of the energy is kind of really more stable. It's kind of showing you having a much more direct, this card wanted to leave. It's a Queen of Cups in the reverse, a more direct vision of your future. Now in the present, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So that is very good. Nine of Swords, normally that's my Gemini card. In the reverse, maybe there's some detachment, because I always say that Aquarius, they're looking for their twins. And the twin, a lot of time is their Gemini, right? It may not be, but sometimes it's their Gemini. So maybe there's like a detachment from a Gemini, or maybe a Gemini could be like a family member, okay, that's kind of like stressed out right now, okay, in the present time, okay, or you could be relieved of some anxiety, okay, by releasing the karmic bondage that you have with the people close to you, or the karmic bondage that other people were keeping you in. Okay, sometimes it's just some energy could be calling you. It may not be fulfilling your needs, but it's still there. But it shows that you're being released. Okay, especially with the Seven of Swords here, like those are two heavy energy, right? This is this is the card where really you're just trying to, quietly remove yourself or quietly detangle yourself, but you're not even doing it quietly. You're just standing in your own truth, where you have clearly said, or if it hasn't been clear to others, it will be the next few weeks, that you're changing, Pat. You're just shedding skin right now, okay? You're removing yourself from an idea. Maybe you wanted to, initially you were looking for, maybe you had a court case you wanted to defend or whatever, but now you're like, you know what? I want to put my energy into something else. I feel that a lot of my Aquarius are called to be more creative, especially with Uranus in Taurus now, Taurus sign, I should say. You're definitely feeling compelled to use your creativity in some way to release you of some type of, anxiety. Sometimes, my Aquarius, you do think too much, and sometimes it prevents you to see the bigger picture, right? Because you're going to go dig deeper. What's in there? Let's go deeper. What's in there? Let's go deeper. What's in there? Let's go deeper. So profound. That's why Aquarius is exalted in Scorpio, because Aquarius, they dig deep to pull the truth from the unknown, from the most darkest place. But we're not doing that no more. Okay, we're out of we want you out. Okay, your network, your friends, your family, those that are supportive of you, your partnership, they want you out of this dark place. Okay, and I think that it's over right now. It will be more clear, especially when next year, once Saturn comes into your sign. Okay, it will be very clear, because Saturn will love being in your sign. Okay. So here, the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords in a reverse, you're stepping up, okay, clearly wanting for other people to see you, okay, expressing yourself clearly to others, okay, feeling very content in your train of thoughts, in your own clarity, okay? And I'm very happy to see that, because a lot of people are depending on Aquarius to think for themselves or to comment or to express something on their behalf. It's no more about that right now, my Aquarius. It's all about standing in your own truth, releasing this heaviness, walking a path where you could get the love, you could get the security, you could get the affection, because that's what we want to walk towards right now, especially once Saturn goes into your house next year. Okay, so in the future position here, I have the Five of Cups in the reverse, which I love, okay? It's about not giving up on the people that have been there loyal to you, because sometimes, Aquarius, that's the thing. Is once they decide to put the blockage, or they decide to move on, to jump in, jump out somewhere, they just forget everybody and they start from scratch. But here you understand that you do need the people that have been there for you. You do need those loyal friendship, family members, relationship that have supported you. Those that, even if they don't really necessarily fully understand you or get you, they are there for you. See, you see the distinction? There's a lot of distinction being done in my Aquarius mind. It's no longer about thinking the same or having this. Yes, we want the connection, but we understand that we have to connect with the people, and all of them are different, right? It's not just those that think alike or those that do the same thing. It's about appreciating the differences within each other. And you understand that with the Five of Cups, you're no longer wanting to give up on those that are just not really your type. Not that you're like that, actually, absolutely not, right? Aquarius are not discriminative, right? But Uranus in Taurus, right, for the next 8 years, it's going to make you somehow a little bit more discriminative. But in doing so, you'll understand that it's better to have healthy boundaries, right? You don't have to discriminate, but you have to say, well, you know what? I appreciate them for that. I appreciate her for this and that and this and the other and all of them, and just be able to have like those type of relationship, because sometimes being with the people that are like-minded, that are like us or think like us, sometimes they could prevent us to grow, because they're depending too much of us, or sharing or giving the same opinion, sharing the same ideas. Then it doesn't leave much place for growth, isn't it? Right? And so right now you're changing your mind in how you do relationship are changing, how you want to be seen, and that is actually bringing you more people around you. Okay, more affection, more patience, more understanding. Okay, and with the the World here, which is another major arcana. We have two major arcana here. We have the High Priestess and the World. The World in the reverse, normally that's the last card of the deck, of the tarot deck. It's in the reverse, so it does say that you still gonna have to do a lot of work for I would say the next few months, my Aquarius, even if you have come about into a much, much better place for October. When you compare, the beginning of the year was rough, for you, maybe last year too, a little bit, okay? But I feel that for this year was a little rough for you. You're still not really ending a lesson here, okay? It's very hard sometimes for my Aquarius to move on, okay? Just because it's a fixed sign, okay? So we have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius as fixed sign. Those are people that are fixed. When they have a goal or vision, it's hard to deter them from that. It's hard for them, even though they know that they have to let go. It's just very difficult, okay? So here, you're still holding on to something that has hurt you, because the Queen of Cups is the next card that I pulled up. Something that you have lost, okay? Doesn't mean because it's a Queen of Cups that it's a feminine energy. It could be a negative. It could be a masculine energy. But you're still holding on to something, to someone, to maybe a way of doing, okay, reminiscing about the past. Try not to do that too long, my Aquariuses. Take some time. By all means, you are who you are, but understand that there's much more ahead and good things ahead, especially now that you have cleared a lot of space in your head. So it's important that you really work harder at releasing what no longer serves you. I know you have been working hard, but you have to work harder because you're there, you're almost there. But let me clarify the world in the reverse for you, my Aquariuses. Princess of Cups. So there's definitely something related to family, a child, okay, a young child, or maybe a past connection, maybe something that has to do when you were small. Maybe you're detaching from your siblings, right? And you're still kind of hurt about a few things that were said or things that wasn't done on your behalf, because I do feel that a lot of my crafts are abandoned by their family, or they're seen as the outcast when they're the one who have the most resource for some reason to provide for their family. But because of their independent nature, sometimes the family are just, they're hard on. I find that they are harder on Aquarius, I have to say. Okay. Here, the Princess of Cups in the reverse next to the World is just something that you're holding on. Like I said, it could be like a past memory that you're holding on, but you're gonna move on from that once and for all. It's not easy. It's a process. Everything is a process, and I really do feel that you should take the time, and you're taking the time to heal yourself, which is good. Do it in your own way, of course, but allow really a straightforward attitude of moving on. Okay. At the same time you're healing yourself, you must move on. Okay, you really have to move on to better and bigger things, because what's ahead is so much better. It is what you want, right? It is you stepping in free of it all, with a brand new canvas for you to actually draw your own future. Okay, let me clarify the Queen of Cups in a reverse before I end this reading. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords in a reverse. So you're healing. I do feel that you have a friend that you're not maybe in contact right now, or a person, man or woman, a healer that is available that you're not using, you're not really communicating with, and it's recommended that you do, because those water sign women or men, right? Those are healers, okay? Because it's hard for you to get into this place. Okay, sometimes not because you don't see what it is, because it's so painful. Some people forget, but I always find my Aquarius people the most sensitive. Remember, the picture of the Aquarius is a beautiful, beautiful woman sitting down with no clothes, because she gave everything away, right? She has water. Why she has water? Because she's the queen manifester, and the God is giving her the water. Because of that, she has Aquarius are just like that. They have it. That's why they're the wish card, right? They represent wish coming true, things that happen later on in life, and they give the water away. But at the same time, when you look at the woman, she seems sad. And why is she sad? Because she knows the truth, and it hurts. And they're the one who suffered too, and they don't even have time to heal themselves because they have to heal others. So, people that cross watchers are watching this, like, please understand that regardless if you're dealing with an Aquarius that is very strong, let me tell you, that Aquarius has been through hell in life. Hell. And that Saturn in the 12th house, they are through it. They are through. They could be at the weakest point. They need help. So, please, it's not the time to be very harsh to Aquarius people. It is not the time. I'm sorry, I just had a little moment here, because I know a lot of Aquarius, and I really feel that sometimes it's hard even for them to articulate the pain, because they either think it's not important, or they're embarrassed, or they don't want to be judged, or whatever. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to end this reading here for my Aquariuses. Let me know how this resonated with you. Until next time, sending you lots of kisses. I love you.